A few weeks ago, I received an email from a tech brand asking if I was available to fly to Cape Town to appear in one of their commercials. This was an awesome way to start the year and completely out of my comfort zone. I packed up my suitcase and headed to Heathrow to grab my flight to Cape Town.
Hello? Okay, thank you. I'll be down in 5 minutes. Cheers. Right, so the driver is here. Thank you very much. What's up everyone? My name is Mike Will. I am m.visuals. Welcome to this week's video. I'm currently at the airport, as you can see, and I'm flying to South Africa on a secret project. So I thought I'd take you guys along for the journey and give you guys a bit of a breakdown in kind of how my career progressed and how I'm doing something today that I never thought I'd ever be doing. We're also going to be going over some travel tips. So I've been traveling for the last year as a digital nomad. So I'm going to give you guys my 5 top tips. I don't know how I feel about no people being here with my bags. Be early and be prepared. You never know what might happen at the airport, and it's always nicer just to hang out, relax, and you can always go into the lounge if you have access. If you don't have access, I highly recommend getting it because it means you can get work done. If you want to be a digital nomad, that's super important to be able to work on the go. Have a good travel case. Now, this tip may seem very simple, but it's very important. Get a good travel case.
That's good, bro. How are you?
Good,
Good to see you.
Another essential for travel, a bum bag. Now this comes with me everywhere, and recently while traveling I found it incredibly useful, whether it's having a charger or another phone or a passport, whatever it might be, it's great to have. So something else to talk about, a bottle of water. So that attaches with one of these clips, and obviously my horse comes with me everywhere I go.
Also, myself and Tommy have never flown so late. The airport was completely empty and it was quite nice just to walk around.
So I don't have an Apple AirTag in my luggage, I forgot, but I do have one in my backpack. So another tip is to always have Apple AirTags, even though I forgot mine, to have in your baggage so you can check where it is while you're traveling.
Now, I don't normally get to fly business, however, for this trip, I am. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour of it. It's very bad lighting, so we've basically got enough leg room for me, 6'5". I could lie down completely flat, which made the overnight flight to Cape Town much more manageable, so we woke up completely fresh. Another top tip, headphones are super important for flying. You might want to have noise cancelling, you might just want to have AirPods. I also have 2 pairs, so my second pair is actually a pair of regular ones because you can also plug them in for flight sync or watch the TV. The food was also great throughout the flight, as you'd expect being in business, and having the window seat was another bonus, being able to just enjoy the views on takeoff and landing.
So we've just got through security on my visa and everything else. That was by far the nicest security guard I've ever spoken to and the quickest, and they were just all on it. Great welcome, I guess, to the country for the first time in South Africa. We're just getting set up with a SIM card. We've gone for the 10 gig plan just for the 7 days here.
We get shafted, man, in the UK for data.
Yeah, we literally
can't use anything abroad, man. Brexit, thank you.
They screwed us.
Thank you.
We then got picked up by our driver and taken to the hotel, where we're staying for the next few days.
Yo, what's up? We've made it. We're in the hotel. Just checked in, ready to go. Did a little bit of work, and let's check out the room. So, first look. Jeez, this is what we like to see. A coffee machine, absolute must. Let's check out this view. How do we get out here? Jeez, it's pretty sick. Bath's a bit nuts. Look at the size of this thing. Where are the hotel slippers? That is like one of the really important things. I need to find the slippers. Where? There they are. So I have a huge thing for hotel slippers. Whenever I check into a place, I'm like, what are the slippers like? And that's how I judge a hotel. So I was gonna start this on my Instagram and be like, start mini series. Never did it, COVID didn't hit. But let's check these out. Basically, bits of foam. Well, they're soft. We like the softness. Is there a left and a right? Well, I'll tell you what, they're a bit tight. It's like walking on pillows. They may as well be called the Yeezy Taj SAs. So how did I even get here? Starting off, taking photos in the street of London to now in a 5-star hotel in the middle of Cape Town. So I'm gonna take you guys on a bit of a journey about how I got to where I am today.
Once we dropped off our bags, we went downtown to where the TV advert was being shot. It was mad.
So they've blocked off the entire road for a TV advert. Okay, so this is where the big thing is happening right now.
Okay, so wardrobe is now done. I'm basically wearing black on black like normal. Everyone else is set. The van is shutting up for the day.
So these are the famous Art Street houses. Art du Cap.
We ended up just exploring the rest of the day and had some really good food down at Camps Bay Beach and finished the night off with some drinks at a bar.
I can't think of skateboard for shit.
Tag decks, bro.
Okay, so day 2 started off really crazy.
A little bit of action this morning. This is the hotel behind me, and apparently, but I hadn't even had breakfast as you guys saw, and basically one of the guys came down and just was like, there's a fire on the 4th floor, and everyone's very calm, and I was like, oh, it must be like something pretty chilled out, but I guess we're waiting for the fire brigade.
So right outside the hotel is a piece of the Berlin Wall. Pretty crazy.
Once I could get back inside the hotel and grab my gear, myself, Tommy, and Alexis headed down to Boulders Beach to check out some of the penguins that were there. I'd highly recommend if you do visit Cape Town, you check out these little guys. Once we got back to the hotel, I then had to meet up with some of the production team to head up to Table Mountain. Now, Table Mountain is an amazing viewpoint overlooking Cape Town and the surrounding areas. So we're now on top of Table Mountain. I've basically gone off for a little hike. This is the first time I got to check out the S23 Ultra and take some photos on it. Now, because the device was not out, I had a security guard following me around the entire time. I felt like a big time celebrity, even though he wasn't looking to protect me, he was looking to protect the phone.
So early mornings, going to the gym is something that I try and do when I do travel. And for this place, we're very lucky that they have a nice gym set up. So I'm very tired. However, I've pushed through, I'm here, so I'm gonna feel better for it once I finish the workout.
So we've just arrived on set. This is the first day of filming for me. Team are in here. We've got hair and makeup and wardrobe, and we've just had basically stickers go over our phones now so we can't record anything whilst we're doing that, even though I've got this camera, but hopefully they don't notice.
Now, what I've learned, if you're the talent on these things, there's a hell of a lot of waiting around. So we went to a cafe, which was fine, but the problem was there was no AC. But it was awesome to see the setup for the end of the TV commercial they were filming in the same studio. You can see some of the setups here outside using the cranes. We also had a camera up on a crane. It was pretty nuts before we finally got to go in and check out the set. This is my script. We're heading up now to attempt to do it. We can see the fast crossed out lines. So I'm a little bit nervous, but see how it goes. After meeting the director and the client, I was super nervous because my lines still weren't really 100% set. But anyways, we got on set and it was such a crazy experience having over 81 people on this production, kind of around and in the studio itself.
So day one is finished. I don't think I've been this mentally drained since I was like a pro athlete. Honestly, it hit me in ways that I have not been hit for a while. It was very important for me to get out of my comfort zone, and this has pushed me to another level. So I'm very happy about that, but there's still a long way to go.
Right, good morning everyone. So shoot day number 2, but actually the proper shoot day. Hardly slept, but let's go.
I was super nervous, so I could barely sleep all night, but I think the adrenaline got me through the day, and after the first few hours, I started to get it.
So we're on the director's chair. Director's couch, sorry.
Casting couch.
Now, this is the same with editing. When you pick up something new, you're never going to get it straight away.
Okay, so we've just broken for lunch. That's the first full few takes we've done. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I definitely prefer being on that side of the camera, but it was an amazing experience. And I think the biggest thing was that it was so new. At first I was so nervous that I was just like stuttering and my lines weren't good. So I think even if you come across confident in certain things, like there's always something we can learn in this industry. Okay, so Tommy is here and he is gonna give us a little insight into how he started as a creator.
What's going on? M.visuals audience.
So your first ever paid job for content creation?
It wasn't my first paid job that I remember clearly as yesterday. I think it would be my first trip that I did to Berlin with Samsung actually, years ago. But I remember getting that email being like, do you want to come to Berlin to play with a Samsung Galaxy camera? And I was like, what? That is mad. I didn't believe it. So I was like, all right, here's my details. And next thing I know, I was in Berlin shooting.
That's sick.
Yeah, man.
And when did you start? Like, how's the progression been?
It's been just consistency, like a lot of hard work. Like just not giving up, even when like you're not getting the views, you're not getting the engagement or whatever it is. It's just having a passion for what it is you want to do and never giving up and just keep going and keep going.
And how long have you been doing this for?
More than 10 years.
Okay, so it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a very long time. I'm old school.
One of the most mind-blowing things is the size of this production. There's over 80 people involved. Like there's a guy bringing around cheese boards and they've got fresh fruit. And yeah, the scale of this thing was absolutely mad. So being in my first big commercial has been a really, really amazing experience.
That's a wrap.
Now that was an amazing experience and I just want to thank all of the team for not only their patience but also just being great people. It was super fun to do something very, very different and I've never worked on a production that big. And lastly, here's my story about how stepping in front of the camera changed the opportunities massively for me as a creator.
When I first started posting on Instagram, I didn't want anyone to know who I was, so I never showed my face until Instagram introduced stories. That's when I started to show my face, show who I was, and that's when brands started to reach out and actually want more of me in the photos than actually my photos themselves. So it was kind of an odd switch up because at first, obviously, all I wanted to do was show who I am as a creator, and then brands wanted me to be in the photos. Once brands started reaching out and wanting me in the photos, it then became they wanted me in video. So that's when I started YouTube, and I wanted to learn and adapt so I could then be more confident in front of the camera. And here we are today in South Africa, where I play myself in a commercial. Drone shot. Out.
Now, one thing I really wanted to showcase in this vlog is opportunities and how they can come about in so many different ways. Being a content creator in 2023 doesn't mean that you just shoot video or you just shoot photo or whatever it might be. There are so many opportunities out there. If you open yourself up to them, the opportunities are honestly endless. So that's how I got here. It's been an incredible journey, and I think it just proves that if you work hard and you really stick to it and push, you can do anything. And I hope that you've been inspired today by watching the video. Big up for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video very soon. Peace.